Hello guys, welcome once again to this tutorial. So we're going to be learning how to draft a female high waist pencil mouth trouser. So this is my pattern paper. So from the up there I'll mark 2 inches, and then from the side I also mark 2 inches, just like you guys have seen, and I'm going to be connecting it down with a straight line. So guys, from the line becomes my waistline. So I'll then go ahead and mark my waist to hip, my waist to crotch length. So this is my hip line, this is my crotch line, and then this is my new line. So I'll divide my hip circumference measurement by 4. And then I'll mark whatever thing I have starting from the beginning of the line. So I'm going to connect it like so. So this is my waistline, hip line, crotch line, new line, and that's the full length of my trouser. So for my crotch extension, I'll be marking 2 inches and 0.2 at this end. So I'll mark my waist circumference measurement starting from the hip line. I'll mark waist circumference measurement divided by 4, but I'll be adding 1 inch, and this 1 inch is for the dart. I'll be taking out 1 inch dart, so I'm adding 1 inch to my waist circumference measurement divided by 4, just like you guys are seeing. So from there I'll then find the middle of my waistline so that I can remove the dart of 1 inch I added. So by then I'll mark ½ inch on both sides. So for the depth of my dart, you can mark 4.5 or 5 inches. Okay, so guys, I'll just connect my dart legs just like you guys are seeing. So now the next thing is for me to create my plumb line, and to do that, find the middle of your crotch line. So this is the middle of my crotch line, and whatever thing I have at this side means it's the half, so I'll mark it on the new line, and I'll also mark it on my full length, okay, the hemline. So guys, with that I'll use my meter rule to connect it down. So this plumb line now is where I'm going to be centralizing my new measurement and then my ankle measurement. So I'm going to be dividing my ankle measurement by 2, and whatever thing I have, I'll mark half on this side and then I'll mark half on the other side. Just share your new circumference measurement by 2, and then you mark it on both sides. Guys, you know I've not added any sewing allowance to this. I normally add my sewing allowance on the fabric. So I will still centralize my ankle circumference measurement in between this plumb line. This is called a plumb line. So with that, then I can then go ahead and connect my points. So from the hip, I'm going to connect it to my nail, and from the crotch, I'm going to connect it to my nail as well. I'm making use of this pattern paper, okay? But just pay attention to what I'm going to be doing, okay? And what you need to know is that if you want to draft it separately, just follow the same procedure, okay? This is my hip line for the front pattern, okay? So to achieve my back pattern, this is because I'm drafting it on this one. So if you just want to draft your maybe the back separate, just start by dividing your hip circumference measurement by 4, just like I did for the first one. Then when you get this block, you can then input the same measurement I'm going to include now on your back pattern. I hope it's understood. So guys, at this end I'll be coming in by 1 inch, okay? And if your hip is from 36 downwards, you can come in by 0.75. So at this end, I'm going to come in by 2 inches. And if you are really slim, like you are so slim, then come in by 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to extend this line up. Okay guys, so guys, at this place I'm going up by 1.5. okay, but then if your client is really, you know, it has big behind, like big butts, then go ahead and mark 2 inches at this point. Okay, so this place I will be marking half of an inch, like so. So I'll be connecting this line like this, marking 4 inches. So from this line I'll mark my 4 inches like so. So if you are drafting a separate, just know that I made use of 2 inches for the front, and then for the back I made use of 4 inches. So guys, this is my crotch extension, and this is, you know, this is my hip line. So I'll just come in just like I did here, 0.2, small, just like so. You see, this is 0.2, just like I did for the front block. So I'll just place my, okay guys, are you seeing how I placed my French curve? That is how you're going to place yours. So guys, the next thing for me to do is for me to extend this line. This is my crotch line, so I'll be extending it out like so. So after that, from my hip line, I'll then mark my hip, this is my hip line, right? So I'll mark my hip circumference measurement divided by 4, which is 10 inches. So this is it here. So at this point, I'm going to measure what I have here, which is, what I have here is 0.8. Whatever thing you have here, you go ahead and mark it at this end. So I'll go ahead and mark 0.8 like so. So I can now connect this line like this. I'll connect it like so, and then from there I'm going to connect it back to this place. Okay, so but before that, this is my waist circumference measurement divided by 4 is, that is 7.5, right, plus 1 inch for the dart, that will become 8.5. Just this is my 8.5 here. So I'm going to extend this line to my 8.5 like so. Okay, so then with my hip curve I'll be connecting it. Okay guys, so then for me to draft my dart for the back, I'll just find the middle of this line, which is here. Are you guys seeing? So this is the middle of my line, and then I'll also mark half inch on both sides. And then I can go ahead and mark the depth of my 5.5. okay, so this is the depth of my dart. Anyway, it stopped. What I'm going to do now is to add half inch. Okay, so I'll connect it like so. So guys, I'll be marking the same half inch at the base, same half inch at this point. Okay guys, so this is how to draft your trouser. Okay,